One.
Idiosyncrasies, bump.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Idiosyncrasies. I'm your host Trey. With me, as always, is Jared and Mole Electrolysis Man.
Be like.
Good job.
Be like, goo my peak rat.
All right. So the context. I have a disorder where multiple hair follicles come out of one single follicle. And it's called pili multigeminase or something like that. And that's how it's spelled. I don't know how it's fucking pronounced. And I thought.
Google it.
And
Be like, goo my peak rat.
Pili multi-Gemini. It's spelled that way.
Let's see if Wikipedia has a pronunciation.
Potato, you're not late. We just started. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Just started. But I have this
Electrolysis will permanently remove pili multi-Gemini.
That's what I'm saying. My science teacher has never showed me that fucking word before. So when I looked up pronounce, like like text to speech, fucking Siri said electrolysis. That's what she fucking said. So blame the fucking Apple software, okay? Because they're
It's still the same. It's just a matter of looking at different definitions.
Yeah.
I just looked at the fucking Wikipedia. Okay? But I'm afraid that if I get that, they say that my hair follicle is not gonna fucking grow hair anymore. So it's like,
yeah, that's the goal.
I want a fucking beard though. I don't want fucking to deal with that shit anymore.
Give your hair follicle to me.
No,
on God.
You're not understanding.
Give me your follicle, bro.
Yeah, bro. Give me that fucking...
All right, songs. I don't remember the last. Okay, yeah, I do. Never mind. All right, Trey.
I'm starting.
No, you always introduce it.
Jared, we're gonna talk about the music we want to talk about this week. Jared, kick us off.
Thanks. Let's start with, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling horny.
Feeling licky.
And I'm feeling licky.
My song is Let It Bleed by Meshuggah.
So let me listen through this. Okay, yeah. So number 1, Never Learn Not to Love by the Beach Boys. Yep, that's number 1. Add it.
Add it.
I'll wait.
Idiosyncrasies. Where is it? Number 2. Number dose.
I am gonna do 3 this week.
Okay. Landon Potato says that he's never talked to you before. He just wants to say you look like a mix of Jared and Jimmy here. I don't know who Jimmy here is.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. That's pretty good. Yeah. So Landon, number 2 is a song called "So This Is Love" by the Castells.
That was in something recently.
See, that's the thing. I always like when I find new music, it's because I listen to my Discover Weekly. And like ever since high school, I've been doing that. I listen to them and then I watch something I've watched before on like Netflix, and then I hear the song in it. And it happens all the fucking time. So they just give me soundtrack songs that I don't recognize.
I do the same thing, but with fucking Cars. Like
Wait, Cars the movie?
No, like Cars the vehicle.
Oh.
I'm not familiar.
Sorry, I don't know the concept.
Where like you have never ever heard this car before, ever at all. Like you've never seen this car before. You don't know the car model. You don't know. The car. Then, for example, the fucking Chrysler Pacifica. I've never heard that car. I've never heard that car before until my mom owned one, and then after she gave it away, all I fucking see every goddamn day is a Chrysler Pacifica.
It's kind of the same thing with like glasses. Like you don't notice how many people have glasses, and then you get glasses. Like, oh shit, everybody has glasses.
So many fucking people have glasses. My eye doctor, last time I was there, I said something about that. I was like, yeah, it's crazy how many people actually have glasses. And he's like, it's crazy that eyes ever work. He's like, just like, because like if any little part of an eye is messed up, you're fucked. Like that's just how it is. Anyways, number 3 is "Will You Be Staying After Sunday" by Peppermint Rainbow. I'm really vibing with this song recently.
I know that band. How do I know that band?
I heavy fuck with like West Coast early rock type stuff, like Mamas Papas, and like this is in the same style. All right, Landon, Trey.
Landon, go ahead.
I've been listening to a lot of weird shit this week. It's very off the wall. First song is "Temperature" by Sean Paul. I got really heavy
Nice.
into some. You know the song, right, Jared?
I know Sean Paul.
I know
This
Sean
is the
Paul.
one. And girl, I wanna
Yeah, yep.
And girl, I
You got that right.
Fuck,
Fuck, I'm gonna start listening to that song. Light.
got the right tactics to turn you on. Fucking, I was jamming to that. Yeah, I was jamming to that song hardcore. Second song is fucking Bridge Over Sheltered Water. Or yeah, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Sorry, I had Shelter stuck in my head. By Simon and Garfunkel.
Hmm.
So let me put that in.
All due respect, I don't hate Simon and Garfunkel. I just get irritated when I hear their music.
I'm sorry. I fucking love Simon and Garfunkel.
They're okay. I just get real pissed off when I hear them. It triggers my fight or flight.
Is it all of their music, or is it "Hello Darkness, My Old Friend"?
It's all of their. Well, it started with that, and then I watched the movie The Graduate, which literally
Has that at the end.
only has Simon and Garfunkel music.
That's true, yeah.
And then, like, I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, Simon and Garfunkel." I was like, "Oh, another Simon and Garfunkel song. That's okay." And I was like, "Oh, this is a Simon and Garfunkel movie." Like,
that's fair. I was like, because if it was "Hello Darkness," I'd completely understand. It's so fucking overused.
I mean, I love that song, but I totally get that because it's so fucking.
Sound of Silence. Why couldn't I think of the fucking name of that song?
That's
I fucking hate the Disturbed version. I hate that version. Every single time when you probably like it, you probably enjoy it. I get it, but
Trey
oh my god,
I know for sure.
I fucking hate.
That's Jeffrey's favorite version of that song. And Africa by Weezer is his favorite version of that song.
See, it's not my favorite version of the song. I do like Simon and Garfunkel's version more, but I do feel like Disturbed did a very good cover of it.
Did you know? I don't know if you saw this TikTok, but Africa by Toto, if you play it for your dog, it's supposed to calm them because it matches their resting heart rate, like the beats per minute of Africa.
Yeah, and if you play them Africa by Weezer, they have a full manic episode.
They have a seizure.
Yeah, they're trying to tell you to turn it off. It's a fight-flight instinct. When you hear Weezer, you immediately go into primal mode.
All right, Trey, your turn.
I have one more song. I have one more song.
One more time.
Gonna celebrate. Ooh. It is Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. Because funny enough, someone has called me Jesus 6 times this week, and I've been called ma'am 4 times this week. That Personal Jesus stuck in my head.
Which one do you prefer?
Jesus.
Okay, ma'am.
But like seriously, there was one. It happened the other day when I was working at PetSmart and I was feeding the lizards, and like I have my mask on, and I was like, my arms were like this, and I was like, and I had something tied around my waist, so I guess he just wasn't seeing my shoulder length or whatever, or he didn't see my beard. But
Damn, he's got long ass shoulders.
He was like, ma'am, and he like touched my shoulder, and I turned around, and I was like, hello. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, dude? Fucking love that.
I think after that he was like, sir, like a question mark, because he wasn't really too sure.
Sir?
Start wearing a ponytail and pull it through your ball cap so they see the facial hair on the side of your face.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's too much.
No, it's not.
You just like hate doing anything with your hair, I think, at this point.
No, I grew it out to show it.
Show it in a ponytail.
So anyway, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith.
Dude Looks Like a Lady by Aerosmith.
Take It Back by Jimmy Buffett. Mañana by Jimmy Buffett.
miss a theme by Aerosmith?
I'm going through 90s love songs. There's a playlist on fucking Spotify right now. Gotta stick with the Valentine's Day theme. I had one. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Do Wonderwall. Wonderwall. Yeah.
Fuck
Are you
you.
serious?
And then no, actually, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, Elton John.
Should I do the Wonderwall Blink 182 style by Alex Mountain?
Oh, absolutely, you should. No,
Am I
don't
doing
do
that
that. No,
Okay.
no. Can You Feel the Love, Elton John.
Can you feel my
From the Lion King soundtrack version?
I don't care which one you use. Yes, from the Lion King soundtrack.
Wait, or should I use Can You Feel the Love Tonight end title from the Lion King soundtrack version? Which is literally double the length.
Why did we put him in charge of putting the music into the playlist?
Hey, I'm asking. I want to make sure I get the right fucking version, okay?
This one wasn't even on. This is literally just on an album called a compilation album of Elton John's.
Okay, well, I did a fucking soundtrack version from the Lion King.
Cool. All right, so that's it. We got our conversation out of the way. We're done.
Yeah, it's been a fat minute. It's been like, what, 2 weeks?
How was your Christmas?
What was your Spotify rap like?
What was your Spotify rap like?
Oh, wait, I got a prop. Do you want me to show you the prop?
Well, since our last podcast, I turned 21.
That is true.
Hey, 21.
Hey, that means we can finally release the ending of the first episode.
You can legally do
Yeah.
heroin.
I can legally do crack cocaine.
Yeah, finally. Join the club, man.
So far,
shit.
I've only been doing it illegally. Can't you tell by my slim figure?
And my constant sniffling.
Damn.
Hey, it's as I've gotten older, it's been more concerning, like explaining to people that I get nosebleeds a lot.
Oh no,
'Cause-
I understand. I had 2 nosebleeds within the last 2 weeks.
Especially when I worked in a kitchen, because like all line cooks do crack. That's like a baseline. Like they do cocaine.
Mhm.
So I get nosebleeds at work pretty frequently, and they're like, "Bro, are you you good?" Or I was like, "I'm not doing fucking
I'm
cocaine.
not doing cocaine.
I'm 17 years old. Where do you think I would get cocaine?" I probably could have gotten cocaine.
Oh
if
yeah,
I wanted
it's
Probably
not,
could've
it's
gotten
not too
cocaine.
hard. It's
But-
easier than weed.
I was friends with a dude who told me a story about a time he saw cocaine at a party. So that was
Cool.
kind of cool.
I saw cocaine at a party. That was pretty cool.
This was like my sophomore year of high school too. So I was like, damn.
I was gonna say, is it somebody that I know?
No.
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
That's exactly how
They go
it
to a
was
different
for me.
school.
I was with a friend and their sister was throwing a party, so I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, well, I can go. It was not that kind of party. It was a fucking full on college fucking throwdown party for New Year's.
Damn.
And and I was like 16, 17 at the time. I didn't at that time I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't do anything. I was a fucking good boy. I could basically go to church and be fine.
I could basically
I could basically go to church.
and be fine.
And I'll be fine, I'll be fine. And like these people are like, "Do you want to drink?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." And I turn around and there are like 6 people, you know, fucking doing.
They're
lines.
lined up. Do you want to drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to
Drink.
drink?
No, these people are doing lines, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And then my friend, who's the same age as me, does a line, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Now I'm stuck at this party. I am stuck at this party.
Stick this
Damn.
party doing cocaine.
You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
And someone walked up to me and gave me a drink, and they're like, "Drink it." I drank it and like held it in my mouth. I'm like, good. I just spit it out. It was like rum and coke. It was fucking disgusting.
Damn.
Who knew I would become borderline alcoholic? 16.
Album cover idea. Overhead, Landon at the bottom facing north. A table, 6 people and 6 lines of cocaine.
It would be like the same layout as like have you ever seen Salvador Dali's like painting of Jesus, where Jesus like flying overhead at the cross.
Yeah.
But instead of me, instead it's just me doing this and like overlooking shit people are doing lines of code.
That's it. That's the album cover for our fucking cover band or whatever we're doing.
Again, me as fucking Jesus every fucking
Every time that hey, you
That
brought
was
that one unto
self-inflicted.
yourself.
You
I
blame
did- I
that
did
on
bring
no
that-
one.
I'm just trying to do that as perspective.
You're just trying to
Hey,
fall into that
I'm
niche.
just trying to
Do you want-
fall
do you-
into my god complex.
do you guys want me to show you the prop that I have?
The propeller?
Helicopter? No.
Helicopter!
No, I got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
prop.
Do it. Yeah.
I have to plug it in.
Well,
While he
It's
steps
not-
away,
It is not a sex toy.
thank God. I was really worried that it was going to be. Thank you for the clarification. Oh, he had it primed and ready. You just plug in your light? Oh.
his prop was his fucking bedside lamp.
That's a fucking ceiling light.
That's
You
a-
pulled
that's a-
that out of a ceiling.
It's the fucking thing.
What the fuck? Fucking Landon's gonna stay here now and ponder his fucking orb while we do the podcast.
Well, it's just,
It just
focused on the light. It's so good. Landon, did you
Is there
steal
supposed to
that
be-
from the ceiling at the Hancock
No,
Hotel?
no, I did not steal this from the Hancock Hotel. So the other night, Rain went to Toledo,
away.
and I got home, and she took a picture of this. Like I couldn't see anything except for the light because like the
Focused. Yep.
the focus just on the light. So there's just a bright fucking light in the corner of my room over there, and I'm like, is there God in the fucking room? And she's like, what? And I got home, and she's like, this is for you, by the way. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Thanks, I appreciate it, but what the fuck?
Cool, thanks, great.
So it's kind of random with it like not being on. It looks like it should screw into a base.
Yeah, like
did not come with it.
I was like, should I hang this? And she's like, no. I'm like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to
What am I supposed to do with this?
do? She's like, I don't know. Use it. I'm like,
Thanks.
cool. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna. It's down by my feet. If anyone wants a cam, like a quick shot cam of the orb by my feet.
Yo, we getting balls cam right now?
Boss-
Holy shit.
okay.
Ball cam.
Ball cam.
Uh,
So I thought that was a pretty cool prop. Or I could just do this for the entire fucking stream.
that could also work.
I'm gonna do. Oh, this is some good fucking lighting. I'm just gonna do this for the whole stream.
Now I feel like I need to get a prop.
You know how fucking okay? Imagine this as a weapon, like a lightsaber weapon. What a fucking.
Anyways, so I believe our last podcast was on January 28th.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago.
No,
3 weeks ago.
21st. Because I went home the 28th.
Yeah,
And
yep,
then
Yep.
did
21st.
stuff on the 4th.
God, was it
Um,
really the 21st last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because missing 2 is 3 full weeks.
Yeah. Landon's
Uh,
doing math right now.
Both of those were my fault. I will admit. Second one. I will say
Second
it's
one
Jeffrey's fault.
fucking cracked me up because like I text and it's just fuck immediately.
So this is what happened. So it was a snow day.
Yeah,
February 4th, 2022. Really cool.
Really cool.
So I'm sitting, I'm like, okay, didn't have class today. I need to sit down, grind some homework out. I was like, I have a lot of shit to do, need to get it done. And then my mom calls me. I was like, okay, whatever. Talk to my mom. Ended up talking to her for like half an hour while not doing anything else. I'm like, okay, need to get this homework done. And it was like around noon. Like it wasn't late. And then 10 minutes later, my sister calls me. I was like, what the fuck? We talked for like half an hour. I was like, damn, I had to hang up on her because Jeffrey called me. So, like, yeah, what the fuck do you want? He's like, yo, so, gotta remember the context. Oh, he was like, yeah, I gotta take he's like, I gotta take my girlfriend to work. Do you want to come with us? Because my restaurant's closed and I can buy you like food and beer on me as a birthday gift. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. I've been doing homework, well, trying to do homework all day long. I could use a break later. And he's like, okay, we'll pick you up at like 4:45. I was like, I bet. Hang up. Not even like 20 minutes later, Trey sends in our group chat. He's like, we all good for the podcast tonight? I was like, fuck! It's like, because I had thought about the podcast that day. I was like, okay, I'm good for the podcast night. And then I Jeffrey, yes. And I'm like, shit! So then I was like, literally just told Jeffrey I bad. So then, fast forward, we get to this restaurant bar thing, and we just get inside, and I get a message at like 4:50, and it's one of my residents because I was supposed to meet with them at 5, and like because I had to do a roommate agreement between them and their roommate, and I was like, "Fuck!" It's like, I'm so sorry. I'm not on campus right now. Can we please reschedule for next week? But I was just so fucking out of it that day. I was so upset with myself for forgetting 2 things that were supposed to happen. Especially because like I'm always so good about checking my camera or anything. And I slipped up, man.
I just slipped up.
I like the idea of you just being like on the phone with someone and then you remember something.
Fuck!
Like a genuine, like from the bottom of your throat, like fuck.
The amount of fucking times that that's happened to me, like I'll make plans and then immediately somebody is like, "Hey, so you want to do this?" I'm like, "You couldn't have texted me at a worse time." Like this, you motherfucker! I literally the other day, I text Cody and I'm like, "Hey, struggling with this thing, like, for homework and shit. Just can we get coffee, catch up, and just let me talk at you so I can work on this."
Catch up.
Anyway, literally after, he's like, "Yeah, sure, we can meet up this time." And then like an old friend texts me and they're like, "Hey, I'm in town if you want to meet up or just want to say hi." And I'm like, "Fuck, can't." It's like I can't.
You can join me while I get someone else to do my homework.
Yeah, it's like, you can join me. I'm gonna be talking about a project, but
like I pride myself on being, what's the fucking word?
punctual.
Punctual. Yeah, I pride myself on being punctual and like planning. Like that's
Mm.
what I'm good at. So when I slip up, I just get super upset with myself. Like that's the worst that's ever happened, is where I fucked up 2 things in the same day by saying yes once.
Damn.
Real quick, Trey, on my screen at least, the stream is very bright.
I'll check it out.
I say, looks fine on mine.
Does it? Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't know if it's my screen or not, but
Like the stream as a whole?
yeah, it just looks very bright comparatively to like the other streams.
I don't know. I think we look good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm opening up my it looks good on the stream preview. So
Okay.
Does look a little washed out, but
Yeah, I mean that's
like,
what I
it's
mean.
fine.
Like yeah, like it's very.
like it's you can't really see Potato's name in the chat.
oh yeah, that's because Potato's name is neon ass
Yeah,
green.
really
Then
light. So I'm not too worried. This is for our audio listeners, anyways.
yeah, all the Spotify listeners.
Goofy.
Also, so yeah, I had a staff meeting on Wednesday, and I have to have bi-weekly meetings with my supervisor that are just like an hour long. We just sit and talk. That's just what it is. And she knows I do this podcast and then the Marvel one because she's really into Marvel stuff. And then during our staff meeting, she brought up how like she wants to start a podcast. She has stuff with it, and she's like, "Yeah, so." She's like, if you guys don't know already, Jared has 2 podcasts. So if I need any help, I'll be reaching out to him. And then immediately someone sent in our like group chat, like, yo, Jared has 2 podcasts. Drop the links. I was like, It's like maybe the Marvel one, but I don't know if I want my coworkers to see me in this light until after, like at least till next year.
Yeah.
They switch staffs.
What was it that we talked about last time? Was it like belly
Button stank.
Belly button stank. Yeah.
That's immediately what I thought about. I was like, the first one they would see is gonna be button stank.
Yeah, free the stank.
Free the stank. Oh,
the
God.
wheezing. The wheezing will be. The
I-
other one.
I wore our fucking unoriginal, uninspired sweatshirt to work one day.
Hmm.
Don't know why I chose to do that. It's like, fuck it, it's cold. I'm gonna wear the sweatshirt.
Social
Immediately,
juice.
one of the fucking engineers comes up. He's like, "What's on your shirt?" I'm like, "It's a podcast." Like, it's like I'm the
Bro, you're
young,
gonna
like
make
I'm
me fucking say it out loud.
literally, I'm like the youngest person in my fucking office. So it's like, oh yeah, the fucking Zoomer with a podcast. Go figure. It's like I don't want to explain to these people. It's like I do a podcast every Friday night. It's like
Hey,
we talk about
on
belly
my
button stank and John Mulaney with bumblebees. Like I don't want to explain that shit.
It's a podcast.
You should put that on the next merch.
It's a
Like
podcast.
very, very small font.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
Like right, exactly how Jared said it. Write that in like text.
Visualize it.
Visualize that.
Yeah, the first one shows up. Hashtag free the stank.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was reading through our titles. Very first one, Sexy Star Wars.
Sexy Star Wars. Yeah. That was like I couldn't even figure out a name for that one, but that first episode, like for most of it, we talked about fucking Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, fucking
I love that because like it's a Halloween podcast, but you uploaded it in May, so it
Yeah.
says May 2021.
yeah.
Like if it was in October, people could make that connection, but
Nope.
yeah. So Sexy Star Wars, Zoo Books. We
Yeah,
missed
Zoo
the
Books.
old YouTube. Burden of technology.
Wow, we are
Our most
fucking
nostalgic
boomers.
video game memories. We had it our way.
That's,
We're probably going to be canceled for this one. I'll need to re-listen.
I
Oh,
think we talked about 9/11 in that one.
The boys discuss the generational gap on
Yeah,
tragedies,
That's what it
fan
was.
fiction, and how Harambe once again. That's what it says. And how Harambe once again.
You have no idea how many times I see that and go, I need to fix that, and then never fix that. And like at this point, it's gonna stay that way. Just how Harambe.
Guys, Harambe, once again. That's all I'm
The
saying.
one
And everyone
where
claps,
everything
everyone
broke.
claps.
That reads like
yeah.
a fucking Friends episode.
That was it's like the one where everything broke. Because there's another one that's like the one with no content, and that was like the last episode of season 1, where it's like we just didn't have anything to talk about.
Our favorite TikToks. Johnny Mulaney and Wes Nile Horan present comedians in a box full of mosquitoes. Idiosyncrasies number 10.
It's literally the longest title so far.
Yes, I love that one on mobile because you can't read the whole thing. My dog unalived the night before a Cedar Point trip. And then what's the titular title? Gaslighting is fun.
Gaslighting is fun. Yep.
Video games are coming back. Nature is healing. Jared's feeling licky.
Yep.
Twisty flower nipple.
But the I is censored just to make sure.
The wheezing at Applebee's. Revenge of the Facebook moms. Our Spotify Wrapped. Yeah, because that's what we talked about.
That's
like
the whole time.
The one with no content. How was your Christmas? Hashtag free the stank.
Yeah.
Let's get that trending. Everyone. Hashtag free the stank.
Hashtag free the stank. Come on.
It'll overcome the I'm with her movement. Not to discredit I'm with her. I'm just saying I think it has more of an emotional impact toward more of the.
All right, so this is the one that's gonna get us canceled.
Normalize belly button stank. Yeah. So also since our last
Everyone's
podcast,
saying it. Everyone's saying it.
I was walking down the hall with two of my residents, and one of them turns around and he goes, "Oh, I found your podcast."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Yeah, it was pretty funny." I have no idea what that means. I don't know if he found Trey and listened when we streamed, because it was like on a Saturday, like it was the day after we would have done it, or if he found the Spotify. Like, I can only imagine he like Googled my name or something, because I don't have it linked on any social media except Facebook, which is
I was just
super random.
Yeah.
So either way, he would have had to search me on Facebook.
Well, even still, like the Spotify description has our screen names. It does not have our actual name. It's like Only the
Yeah.
little name below us actually has our first names on it.
So I do this pretty frequently, but so if you just Google my name, my Facebook is the second thing that pops up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a chance.
Did you pay Google for that? Wait, I wonder.
So when you look at it without logging in, you don't see the link.
Okay, guys. Google Landon Smith and see the first fucking picture that comes up. This picture has haunted me my entire fucking elementary school days.
I was literally thinking about this today. I was like, I thought, I was like, if we all Googled our names, how likely would it be our podcast would come up? I know
Mine
for
comes up.
Trey Hall's like a basketball player.
Yeah.
Landon Smith.
The first fucking picture that comes the fuck up.
The one with the dude with the glasses and no neck?
Yeah, the fucking blue shirt. That picture has haunted me my entire fucking life.
Billings obituaries.
Yeah. Yeah,
Images.
Dude's fucking dead.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them that's like fucking. There's one of them you scroll down. It's like Landon Smith obituary. It's like this old guy.
So it's like you have a really generic last name.
Yeah.
And then Trey has a fairly generic name, but also like a basketball player's name.
Yeah, I was like, it's generic enough. Like I've met other Treys of various spellings. The fact that it's like me and then a famous basketball player. Those are the 2 Trey Halls.
So I looked up my name. I haven't in a while. Went to images. On it is the fucking Buzz Lightyear, like photoshopped as Guy Fieri, and it has my Twitter tag. But I've never that has to just be a picture I liked.
Oh yeah, damn. That's really funny.
Yeah, like for the most part, it's actually my stuff, which I appreciate. But
yep, there's Mr. Hall, basketball player.
So if you search him with the town
I just
we are
found the guy
from
here
afterwards. Because Trey, the picture that shows up if you search your name, then our hometown is like a LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
GitHub. But then that's the only one. And then other sports. Landon Smith, and then our hometown, a picture of an albino comes up.
Yeah, I literally just did that, and right when you said that, I found the albino with the smart glass, or also the logo of the Boy Scouts of America.
Yeah.
U of F?
Huh?
Yeah, you
go to U of F? I didn't know that.
What?
Did you go
your college
to university?
Oh, you were cutting out for me. Yeah. Where? I don't even see. How did you?
It's the first one that shows up for me.
That's creepy as fuck.
Ooh, Ohio resident database.
Ooh.
Weird.
It's your voting registration.
Oh
Did
no.
you find this information?
It's okay. It doesn't. It shows me your name, your current age, your address, that you're not affiliated to any political party.
That's a bullshit lie.
How long you've been registered to vote, and then your mother, your sister,
Oh
and your
my
father
God.
as possible relatives.
What the fuck?
Ohio
And
Public
also
Records.
A bunch of other addresses.
My neighbors.
Damn.
Y'all ever get bored and look through the county docket?
I don't, but honestly, I need to. I need to start doing that.
I do every once in a while, and it's like, shit, I went to high school with that person. Also fun to look up the registered sex offenders that live near me.
Yeah, I was doing that the other day. Holy shit, this website shows my fucking net worth.
What's your net worth?
I'm not
$812,620.
Why would you disclose this information?
Because it's public knowledge.
Yeah, that's public knowledge. That's public information.
People who fucking know me and where I live.
To be fair, you did
I'm
just say...
sure people knowing your net worth is really gonna. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, because now they know how much I'm fucking worth.
They're gonna search your name and then type that number afterwards and then know exactly where you live. So again, that number was 812-620.
You're an asshole. You.
So, Landon, both of your parents are associated with a party. Why aren't you or your sister?
Well, what's weird is that my dad is listed as a Democrat, but that's just not true.
Trey, are you registered to vote?
Yeah.
Your father shows up on the Ohio resident
You're acting
database.
like a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, like, well, I don't. Damn, I'm with Landon now. I'm starting to get a little uncomfortable. This is public information, but I'm actually just concerned that it's Jared that knows this information.
Yeah,
I have an Excel sheet open right now.
Jared, who is apparently talking to my mother when I don't know it, now knows more information about my family.
What makes me uncomfortable is that I found out my net worth the same time as Jared. What the
If it makes you feel any better, I have no idea what mine is. What is this?
That's even
Ohio
worse.
resident database.
That's even worse that you know mine, that you don't know yours. Man.
This is interesting information. This shit
Yeah,
doesn't blow
yeah.
your mind.
So, man, blows my mind. Can I find Barack Obama?
Well, probably.
How do they determine net worth or salary? Never in my life have I made $76,000 a year. 5,000 at best.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the. Was that what it said for your salary?
Yeah, it just says this information is estimated by an algorithm and does not come from any public data.
Yeah, mine
These
says
numbers
like,
are only guesses and should not be considered to be accurate.
Yeah, because mine said 65 grand. Like I worked at Home Depot, and that was like 30, 40. That was still.
The only thing I could imagine is if like any job it considers you as being full time there for, or like a period, because you are like it'll show up if you're hired somewhere. But
Right.
that's kind of weird. Background records, public records. I am going to look up so many people. I'm gonna know everything.
Jared,
Trey, are you aware that your father is still registered as living at your current address?
I'm not aware of that.
Do you think he's aware of it?
Probably not.
Provide you with this information.
Damn.
You're gonna private message.
If you
Tracy.
do,
Like, should I
if
text
you
my
do
dad,
like
like, hey,
public records,
Jared's
if you
gonna
do public
private message your dad. He's gonna message your mom saying, "Hey, your husband."
So I noticed your husband wasn't home.
He's doing it right now. He's got.
He's doing it right now.
I'm gonna have to step away for a second, but it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like in the background.
God.
1 second. I can't type and talk at the same time.
No, you're good.
If you do public records, it doesn't show like your address or anything, but if you show the Ohio resident database, it shows where you're registered as voting, so it has your typically your home address. Because like I could register to vote in Cincinnati and then it'd be like my dorm address, but it shows possible relatives, and it's like, damn, all those people are my relatives.
Yeah, that makes sense then, because my probably hasn't updated his voter information.
This is why I say all the time is that whenever I hear people freaking about like GPS tracking or like wanting to stay off the grid, 9 out of 10 times you're already fucking in there.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Like this is why I've been saying this since I was a fucking kid. You know, as long as if you have a phone, no matter how old it is, it most likely has some form of tracking in it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how far you fucking get away, no matter what, you were somehow documented legally. Like, I don't know why or how people freak the fuck out about it. You're already fucking in. If they're trying to find you, they're fucking gonna find you. You would have to be like fucking born in like a fucking hole in the upper north part of fucking Alaska to not be discovered. So, hi Jared.
Hi, Jared.
That kind of mentality doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I get it. I like my privacy. I like to be, not fucking down the fucking
What are you
IRS's
talking about?
throat. I'm talking about how fucking people freak the fuck out about being GPS tracked or like having some form of like government watch on them when you're already fucking in. You're already in the system. Like, you've
Yeah.
been in the system since you've been fucking born.
Yeah, especially those people are usually typing that from phones and shit. But
Yeah.
it's funny that you mention it because, like, for the past week, that's all I've been talking about in one class, and I had to write a paper about like data, or, like privacy regulations and shit. So, what blows my fucking mind? So here's like, United States in general has decent data privacy regulations, even though we still have fucky shit like with Facebook and all their individual caching. But this one dude, he was telling it was a TED talk, and he was telling a story about in Africa they have zero like data privacy regulations, and then it's a really poor neighborhood as well. Um, so they get really hooked on instant loan apps where you just like put in some information, you get money, and they can charge up to 147% interest like return rates.
Jesus.
So it's obviously a debt trap because if you can't have money now, you're not going to have that plus 147% in like
Right.
a month. So, and what they do is when you sign those terms and conditions, they it gives them full access to like your contact book and all that. And as soon as you miss a payment, they send a message to everyone in your contacts. They're like, "Hey, this person is missing this amount on their payment. Let them know, or like legal action will be taken." And like shit
Jesus.
like that happens. It's insane.
Jesus Christ. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's fucking awful. Just imagine you miss a fucking payment and then everyone you've ever fucking known like and have contact with just finds that out too, all at the same time.
That's scary as fuck. I don't fuck with that kind of shit. Like, again, I like my privacy for sure, but like I don't get the kind of people that like think that they, if you don't have a fucking iPhone or whatever, you're completely safe. That's not how that
Mhm.
fucking works. That's not how
Yeah.
that fucking works. Unless you're a born again, undocumented in a fucking warehouse in the middle of fucking Alaska, you are most likely already under a fucking radar.
Well, if it's an Amazon warehouse,
having-
you were given a smock and a scanner
you're-
and told to go to work.
Yeah.
If you're born in a hospital in America, you get
Yeah.
a social security number.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, so to the people who fucking freak the fuck out over, I mean, again, respect your privacy.
it's always
you
the
get it,
fucking
but-
people who post the most on Facebook as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a
It's like,
good
that's a
point.
weird
"Ah,
correlation
these people
there.
always tracking my fucking shit. Anyways, I'm downtown 2 to like
These people always tracking my shit. Anyways, Becky, I'm just letting you know that mom died 3 weeks ago and you haven't picked up your Tupperware. Like,
do you remember her maiden name? I can't remember.
yeah. Okay.
She lives on 1, 2, 3, 4.
I may have talked about this before, but like it's same vein conversation and it deals with fucking Facebook. The fucking like this, what's your name, whatever, and it's like you're the month you were born, the first letter name, your pet's name, and it's like that's social fucking engineering, just basics, bare bones, no, like nothing, and people are just like, yep, there we go, that's that. Those are security question answers. If you have a fucking password, that's it. That's a question right there. Pisses me off.
I hate security questions because my answers change all the fucking time. If
Yeah,
I'm choosing a security question, I have to choose the most obscure single answer shit. like first pet, even first pet. I go back and forth. I'm like, well, when I was born, I had a pet, but my first personal pet, and then by the time if I've chosen that for a security question, and I just never got into that account again because I'm like, I don't know the fucking answer to that question.
Yeah. Well, see, mine anymore is like it's just shit that I know I'm gonna remember for that same reason. Like my answers change so much, so it's like okay, it's shit that I'm gonna remember, and then it's just the basic questions that like 3 seconds of knowing me, you're gonna figure it out. So it's like, well, that's not gonna help me at all. So it's like I rely heavily on password managers now.
The one I do is my father's middle name. That's a pretty common one.
I do
For
my
anybody who
mother's
wants
maiden
to
name a
know
lot.
it, I'll tell you. I can't do
has
my
to-
mother's
that-
maiden name because
that
it's
one
her
hasn't changed
current last name.
anytime soon.
Right.
And then there's usually one that's like the name of your 4th grade teacher. That one's usually pretty solid.
Yeah, I usually do first school I attended. That's, I mean, like, unusual enough. It's been long enough that I haven't been there.
See,
Obviously,
even then, I'm like, well, do I count regular school or do I count preschool? Like,
I didn't go to preschool,
I
so it
get
doesn't
fucked up.
matter.
never
What
would
is a
guess.
school?
What is a school? What are frogs?
I went to Christian Cuddle Care. It was in the basement of a church.
What a name!
I-
What a location!
that sounds like a cult.
I never went to sleep during nap time, and when I was getting
Good.
older, like
That's probably a good idea.
four and a half, there was a bunch of old white ladies in charge of us. They were gonna do shit.
That's
but,
fair.
That
Like they were
bullshit.
like, this kid doesn't fucking sleep, and he just is annoying during nap time. Do you want to come watch a movie with the older kids? I was like, fuck yes. The
Every time
options they gave us were 7 Below, which is like the Husky movie where the
Oh, yeah.
dogs like fucking die, or like the one with the 2 dogs and the cat, like The Unexpected Journey, some shit like that, where parents leave their dogs and they have
Oh,
to
Homeward Bound.
like, Homeward Bound, yeah, that one, which is also a little fucked up for a kid like to watch.
Yeah.
And we watched 7 Below, and I knew that movie was.
That's the Paul Walker one, isn't it?
Oh, damn.
Or 8 is it 7 Below or 8 Below?
8 Below. It's 8 Below.
Okay, yeah,
7
that's
Below
what.
is also a movie, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Paul Walker. Damn, I never realized
Yeah.
that.
Hey, can you help watch this kid? All he does is stay up and tell people about their fucking private information.
Stays up with a smartphone looking at person's personal Ohio resident record.
He won't go take a nap, and he's just telling kids their net worth.
The one
Hey,
time I
you know
remember
that
the
your
most.
dad is not listed under your current address. Weird, right?
Anyways, I remember it was around Halloween time we got to wear our costumes, and I had a scarecrow costume that had a button in the pocket that would make like witch laughing noises. You bet your ass I pressed that thing all through nap time.
Damn.
I was a fucking menace. I
Glad
got in
to see
trouble for
nothing's
taking my
changed.
pants off on the playground.
Nice.
When I was 4, this was not recent. Just so we are clear.
I remember when I was in elementary school, for Halloween we all got to dress up, and I was Batman, like Batman Beyond Batman. So it was like
Oh,
black
yeah.
with the red bat. And
Yeah.
I remember I had a teacher, and she was fucking old. She was like at least 80, and she was highly religious. And she
No.
genuinely thought I was supposed to be like a demon or Satan, and she fucking screamed at me. She screamed at me, and I cried. And I was like, "You ruined my day."
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was so upset because like I fucking loved Batman Beyond. That shit was tight. It still is tight, man. That soundtrack is so fucking good. But man, I remember that to this day. I remember going to school. It was like almost like a fucking like cult film, or like those movies where people go into like those cult like towns.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And then the lady
Children of the Corn.
yeah, shit like that, where she points at me and fucking screams like fucking Bible verses and shit.
Satan,
Yeah.
be gone.
Damn.
Yeah,
Shit
like my
that.
biggest issue.
And I'm like 6. I'm like,
I'm like
See,
6.
I just always did what people told me and would not question it.
Yeah.
Like I took my pants off on the playground when I was 4 because someone was like, "Jared, take your pants off." Okay.
Okay.
And I got in trouble. And then another time I got in trouble because someone bathroom. I was like, "That's tight." Yep. One time, we had this weird. It was like a fucking piece of string that had just like a hard plastic hammer looking shit on the end of it. Don't know why we had it. Someone was swinging it around. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall underneath that." Girl got hit hard as shit on the top of my head, cried, and then I got in trouble for being an idiot.
That's fair.
Oh, this fucking kid. There was this kid named Ethan in preschool. We were watching Madagascar on TV, and we were all laying down in this room. I'm laying on my sick. I love Madagascar. I saw this bitch in theaters. I know what's gonna happen. This fucking Ethan kid. I hated him. I hear him. He's like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And then he's like, "Yeah, hurry up." He gets up, steps over the two people next to me, steps on my stomach, and then keeps
Oh.
walking. And no one did shit. I was pissed.
It's always the fucking Ethans in
It's
them.
always the
Bitches named
Ethans.
Ethan,
It's
bro.
always an Ethan, dude. I remember there was two Ethans in my grade, and one of them was such a fucking bitch ass buster. He like fucking there. It was when Bakugan was really fucking big. We were all playing we were all playing Bakugan in the lunchroom and stuff. Like everyone's got the magnet cards. People are throwing their fucking Bakugan, and I just joined. It's like I just got my first like set, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna show some kids what's up. And I fucking immediately, right when I threw it down, he picked it up, threw it against the wall, and fucking it just shattered.
Oh no.
And I just stood there, and I was like, why,
Bro.
why, stuff like that, and I started crying. I feel like I just cried a
Bakugan
lot.
ruins friendships. It ended like a 3-year friendship for me because
Damn.
there was this one kid I was friends with from kindergarten into like 2nd grade, and we would trade Bakugan. We're like, yeah, you bring one tomorrow, I'll bring one. If we trade, we'll trade. And then I was in Fabs, which is like the before after school like thing during elementary and like primary school, and he was in it too. So we always did it then, and we had like baskets to put our shit in when we weren't using it. So I had mine in my jacket, put my jacket down, go out, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to go trade Bakugan?" He's like, "Yeah, give me 1 minute. I need to find it." And I said, "Okay." And I go out, I grab my jacket. I was like, "It's not in my fucking pocket." And he's like, "Do you want to see the one I brought?" And it was my fucking Bakugan. It was the one I fucking bought.
The
It was
balls
one that was in my pocket. And I knew it, and I was like, "You stole my fucking Bakugan." He's like, "No, yeah, this one was mine." I was like, "Fuck you, Holden." And and I
Damn.
never talked to him again.
Damn.
The balls for him to show you too.
Yeah,
The
that's
Bakugan
what I'm
balls.
fucking saying. I was like 7 years old, and I was like, "That's fucked up." I was like, "You could have just pretended you didn't have
Yeah.
one." Like someone stole both of our Bakugan, we'd probably still be friends today. Like,
Yeah, for real. It's funny you say that because Bakugan ended my relationship, like my friendship with my sister for like a good 7 years.
That had
Which
to be more
one?
awkward.
Yeah.
The other one.
The other one, or
What?
which sister? The other sister or the sister? Okay.
Erica, yeah. We were 2 years apart, and so again, Bakugan was really big at her school, and so she wanted one, right? And I got in that kit, like the deck that I got, not the one that fucking Ethan busted up. I would have been pissed. I got a limited edition white dragon, like the really
Ooh,
popular
damn.
the dragon one.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was white. It was limited edition, and it had like blue fucking like highlights on it, and it was rare. It was a really rare one.
yeah, that's pretty
Comparatively.
legit.
And I treated this thing like my own kid, right? Like I had it like on my bedside. That's how much I fucking loved this thing. It was fucking awesome. So Erica started getting into it because it was cool, you know. It fucking you have a ball and it pops up. She got two of them, right? And they were like common ones, very common. She took mine.
Oh no.
Fucking
And that's
bitch.
how she got the two. Is
Fucking
that she took
bitch.
mine and she traded it for the two.
That's
Oh
fucked up.
wow.
And she came to me. She's like, Landon, check this out. I got a really good fucking deal or
Got a
whatever.
good deal, bro.
I got one for two. Idiot didn't even expect it. Right over his head. I looked at her. I was like, I hate you. That's what I told her. I was like, I hate you. And we were not friends for a good 7 years. It was just downhill after that. I think it was around like high school where things started to rekindle.
That Bakugan is selling for like $24 to $34 on eBay right now.
Damn.
I might get one.
I'll say I went through my Bakugan cards when I was home last spring, and I had one card, like actual like magnet card, that was $30.
Damn. What is the rarest Bakugan?
Ray, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say honestly, a bit like us talking about this. This is like not the first time I've thought about Bakugan recently either. It's like, damn, kind of want to just get Bakugan just to fucking have, just to feel something.
Yeah. Do you remember like the Bakugan that you can like stack together and you can like
Yeah.
That's when I started getting out of them.
Yeah.
That was a
It's
little
like,
much.
this
but they were
shit's getting
still
too
cool.
complicated for
They were
me.
still
It's getting too
cool.
complicated.
But man,
Ultra rare.
They were so fucking cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Exclusive to United States Targets. Apparently, there's an ultra rare Dragonoid.
There's one that's
Dragonite, that was his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragonoid. That's the one I had. It was a white Dragonoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I only had I had like the red Dragonoid, and I think one other one that I couldn't remember, but it was like, oh cool, I got the red one. That was the one from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the video game. Did you guys play the fucking video game?
I don't think so.
Not gonna lie,
No.
that shit was tight. It's fucking fun. It was so fun. It was a good ass game. Yeah, that's
eBay
one
has
I
the
had.
ultra rare Dragonoid for $125.
Damn.
That's
I
the one
just-
I had.
I personally don't get it.
Okay, they're selling it for $12. I'm legit might get it.
Same with like Pokemon cards. It's like,
Well, Pokemon goes
Yes.
fucking crazy.
yeah, I was like, yeah, like some of them might not be printed as much as others, but like, I wouldn't.
Did you hear
be
the whole thing
putting-
about Logan Paul? The thing that's all over fucking Snapchat every 3 months,
Mm-mm.
where he bought like a Pokemon card for like $35,000, and it turned out to be fake.
Oh yeah, that one like
Pretty
makes its rounds around YouTube every once in a while.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, like it's always on Spotify or like
Mhm.
it's on Spotify. It's on like the Snapchat fucking like subscription.
Stories.
Like yeah, every single time I swipe over there, there's at least one or two of them talking about Logan Paul being scanned. I'm like, that's every other day now.
He has made a fairly decent like turnaround though since the Japan thing in like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
junior year. Like he's having some redeeming qualities come back, especially with his he's like friends with the one British guy he fought. I can't remember his name.
KSI.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say Jeff Ramsey. That's just not right.
He's friends with. Wait, Jeff Ramsey of Rooster Teeth as a British guy?
No, who am I fucking
Gordon
thinking?
Gordon
Ramsay.
Ramsay?
Dave Ramsey, the
fucking
magician.
Dexter Griff?
Yeah, no, he's friends with
No, Logan Paul. He was on fucking Kitchen Nightmares.
It was,
Right?
Logan Paul was in Red versus Blue, right?
Yeah, do you not remember when he fucking sauteed that rat?
I mean, Ninja was in a Red versus Blue commercial for Fortnite, for Master Chief coming to Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
All right, we're getting close to time.
Yep.
This was a weird ass
Any
episode.
closing remarks?
Wrap up. I got Ponder Thy Orb.
Fuck
That was a
Ethan's.
good bit.
Fuck Ethan's.
Except-
Bakugan is
Yeah.
still cool.
Except Dylan's friend Ethan. He's pretty cool. Or used to be friends. I don't know if they're still friends.
Oh, they're... no.
Except that
Wonder-
Ethan. That Ethan was cool. He's really good at Clash Royale.
It's true.
Jared is the poster child of this show because that's how everyone's finding your shit.
Yeah, it's true. Jared's our face of the show now. Plastered everywhere.
Every subscriber will receive a Google search by me.
every subscriber
I
will
will-
find out their net worth and their
If you
parents'
subscribe-
current residential.
You will receive an addressed letter in the mail. I will hand deliver it to your address.
You will receive free merch within the next 30 minutes if Jared is not able to find your fucking network.
If you are registered to vote.
He will find your preferred,
God.
preferred political party with 30 minutes, and you get a free T-shirt.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole synopsis of the show. It's like, well, Jared knows our net worth, and also that my dad doesn't live with me legally, or that he does still apparently legally. Well, that's gonna be it. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully same time, and that's it. Love you guys, and peace out. Jared, send us out.
Idiosyncrasies.